October 26, 2015. Time is 5:50 p.m. Roll call, please.
Don Williams.
Here.
Dick Anderson.
Here.
Chester Norikis.
Here.
Wes Ryan.
Here.
Roger Sprague.
Here.
Susan Walke. Here. And Kip Ward.
Here.
The next item on the agenda is comments from citizens present. Is there anyone who would like to address the agency? Hearing none, we'll go on to the next item. The minutes of the last meeting will be available at the next meeting. Special order of business presentations, consideration of a possible land exchange involving agency property. Richard?
This is pretty much housekeeping, but we do have the agency as a separate entity would need to pass this essentially the same motion the City Council passed because agency property is involved. So we set forth a motion there to match essentially the council action. Again, this is not to actually approve the land exchange, only to advertise it and direct staff to write recommendations and bring it back for your consideration.
Okay, is there a motion?
I would move, Mr. Chairman, to authorize notice of possible land exchange pursuant to ORS 221.725 and direct staff to present analysis and recommendations to agency and council.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll call. Oh.
Mr. Chairman, just a quick, just a question. When the agency exchanges land, does it need to exchange, how do I say this? In essence, do both pieces of properties have to be in the boundary, urban renewal boundary?
I don't think so, but Mr. Apichello, what's the answer?
Well, we talked to Ron about this, and he did not believe that that was going to be an issue for purposes of the exchange. But there might need to be a transfer of funds back to the city, unbonded assessment fund, whatever funds were used to make the purchase of the property. So in order to keep it appropriate for the agency.
So the agency wouldn't end up with owning property outside its boundary?
In order to address the agency, there would be a transfer from the city to the appropriate funds, repaying the appropriate funds, rather, because it's not in the agency.
I'm good. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Norikis.
Yes.
Ryan.
Yes.
Sprague.
Yes.
Walke. Yes. Ward.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
And Anderson.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, the next item is the Elks property offer. This was also discussed at the City Council meeting, and a motion was made there, but more properly, it needs to be made in the agency since it would involve agency money. Mr. Chandler.
That's right. This is also a housekeeping item. We brought it before the City Council. It actually should have been brought before the Urban Renewal Agency. The language that you see, it's highlighted on the sheets on your desk. That is the same motion that that the City Council gave 2 weeks ago.
Is there a motion?
Mr. President, I believe that the motion that was made at City Council meeting included a right of first refusal, requesting a right of first refusal.
I think you're right.
Okay.
I don't see that in here.
So let's add that to the motion then. You want to make that motion, Ms. Walke?
I would make that motion.
Okay.
To authorize city manager to make an offer to the Elks consistent with City Council action on October 12, 2015 for $175,000, completely raised building, clean bill of health, free of mitigating circumstances, and with the request for a right of first refusal for any offers they might receive.
Second.
There's a second. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Who seconded that motion? Okay, thank you. I got it. Thank you. Okay, Ryan.
No.
Sprague.
Yes.
Walke.
Yes.
Ward.
No.
Williams.
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
and Norikis.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We have, let's see, the next item is public hearings. We don't have one. No resolutions. Agency member comments.
Mr. Chairman,
Anderson.
I wonder if on a future meeting or to start the process of having the agency get more up to speed of utilizing its land, redeveloping, putting its land up for potential sale and development. Maybe, one charge staff to, let's start looking at the land we own and getting rid of it in a positive manner.
Maybe an inventory of what we have.
Well, we've had it on the agenda different times, and one specific property will come forth. We talk about it. It doesn't seem to, go anywhere. And I guess I'm trying to somehow bundle all these, get it on as a standing agenda item. Where are we? And just keep moving it forward. Otherwise, we get sidetracked with other things because we own a nice inventory, and we've looked at some. Maybe the time is now to move those forward.
Mr. President, if you recall, one of the things that we were doing was waiting for the gap analysis to be completed. We will be holding an urban renewal meeting on the November 9th agenda to present to you and review the gap analysis, and that will also include a discussion of the properties that we have as well. And then, as Councilor suggested, it can be an ongoing thing, as we go forward, but we will be discussing that at your next meeting.
Good. Okay. Anything else?
Thank you for accommodating me.
Anyone else? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
You got a couple minutes.
Turn the microphones off.